Hey, how you doing? This is Sharon with UCDI Leadership. And for the next 8 weeks after the election, I'm going to be able to work with about 5 people, work with them personally. And I'm excited because we get to see some changes in that. So enough of my excitement. Let me tell you what it's about. We are going to start with the Think on Purpose. Instead of Think on Purpose taking the 5 weeks that is set up to take online, we're going to really do a deep dive into the concepts of Think on Purpose, identifying the thoughts, looking at it. Here's the thing. People can win the lottery. You can come up with money right now. You can receive an inheritance. You can get the relationship you think you've always wanted. You spend all your time trying to get the relationship, but maybe you don't know how to keep the relationship, or maybe you don't even know that there are undermining thoughts that are sabotaging you as you want to build in that relationship. One of the first things I want to submit to anyone, whether you join this program or not, is you actually have to believe that you're worthy of what you're getting. Real talk. I know it sounds spooky. It's not spooky. Like, you literally have to believe, like, no, I can see myself doing that. No, I can see that. Yes, I can see this. A lot of times people are like, man, I want to do this. And they want to write a book. I help people write books. But then when we begin to move toward it, they actually can't see it yet. And it's okay, because if they don't know how to think on purpose, not purpose and destiny. Purpose and destiny will come. It will take care of itself if you will train your thoughts to serve you. But think on purposes and purposeful. Be deliberate, be intentional in your thought life. And so I want to invite you, if you're interested in this and if this is the right season for you, to just jump on in. 2020 has been a crazy year already anyway, but it's also been a really good year. People have leaned into things. And so we can spend the time fussing about, oh, this or all that, or we can put our hands to the plow and we can build something. Faith is a substance, and you can build with faith. And let's put it together and let's work these things out. Again, only 5 people. I only get to work with 5 people. And I'm going to work with you. If you don't have the time for it, please don't sign up. If you're like, well, I don't really know, don't sign up, because there is homework. I am going to ask you some things. There'll be some self-reflection. There'll be things that you have to write down. And if you don't have the time to give to that, then I don't want to lie and tell you that, hey, it's okay, just watch the video and you'll be able to keep up. No, you won't be able to keep up. You will have to look at what are some of your drivers. What are some of the feelings and emotion that catapult you into certain behaviors or cause you to protect and become defensive when it's an opening, when it should be an opening, and we go defensive. So these are things. Listen, I'm going to ask for more than your time. I'm going to ask for your discipline. I'm going to ask for your focus. I'm going to ask for you to lean in and see things be opened up. And again, this is the best time to do it. But only 5. 5 is the number of grace. Only 5. I'll only be able to work with 5. My commitment to you is I'll work with you. If that means we sit on a Zoom call a little longer than our scheduled time, because we're actually coming up on breakthroughs, we're actually opening things up and being able to see what those drivers are and being able to replace them with different things, it's going to be good. And again, I don't want to lie to you. It's a lot of stuff out there. It's like, if you do this, or if you say these affirmations 3 times a day, this will happen. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. A lot of times, just taking those thoughts that are undermining thoughts, identifying them. First, you have to recognize them, and then you identify them. Like, this goes here. This thought right here doesn't hang with me. This goes into the graveyard. Let's put this over there on the graveyard. Like, let's put that in the graveyard. This thought process doesn't serve me or my loved ones or my career or my trajectory in the best way. And so once you have recognized and identified where you can categorize it, now we can replace that thought process. But it takes time. This is like a wash, rinse, repeat. A wash, rinse, repeat. But the awesome part is your mind will do the heavy lifting for you. Your mind will run on a track if you tell it where to run. Just think about it. Your mind will begin to serve you. You just have to train the thoughts. And in training those thoughts initially, you do have to give your volition to it. You do have to kind of almost ignore some of your emotions. If it's a fear emotion, or if it's a defeatist type of mindset, it's like, well, I've tried this before. Yeah, those are the things we want to expose, break down, pull up, pluck, and plant something new into those places that not only serves you, again, but it serves everyone in your field of influence, everyone in your sphere of influence. If you're interested and you believe this is that time, reach out to me. Don't wait. Reach out to me. Don't wait. Because I'm only going to work with 5. And that way, by the time 2021 starts, you will be able to actively just point and be like, no, I can actually say where I have grown. Not where you're temporarily doing something, but where I have grown. And what's going to be so awesome is you'll be able to actively say where I'm going to help other people grow. That's awesome. There's no sense in learning things about leadership and emotional intelligence if you're not going to share it to make the world a better place. So I just wanted to share some of that. You'll see a webinar coming out here in the next couple of weeks. Feel free to sign up for the webinar. If you know you want to do it now, then let me know now, because if the 5 slots are gone before the webinar goes out and goes public, then that's what it is. But I'm really excited about it. It's going to surprise those 5 participants when they realize how many thoughts they have during the course of a day that they're not even aware of. And those are the thoughts that are driving their behaviors. Those are the thoughts that are shaping their dreams. Those are the thoughts that are giving them counsel on businesses that they want to start. And they're not even aware that those thoughts are doing that. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about exposing it, helping people recognize it, replacing it, and teaching people how to think on purpose, be deliberate and intentional with your thought life. And that intentionality will go down to your volition. It'll go to your conversations. It'll go to your endeavors. And you'll stop having dead conversations, because those only lead to dead endeavors. And now you'll have life-giving conversations, which will lead to more life-giving endeavors. UCDI, you can do it. And I look forward to seeing you. 5. I'm going to work with 5 people. You know when it's your time. You know when it's your season. If this is you, don't make excuses. Don't put it off. That's what poor means. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. If this is you and this is your season, don't put it off. Don't put it off. Reach out and say, I want to be a part of that 5. Yeah, I'll see you soon.